in helping him or her build their dreams? Will I be able to? Hope those sacrifices will not wear me out. Okay, look up, people of God. I said to you the other time that it does not stop at getting the will of God for your life. The will of God is something. You have been entrusted with it. Am I right? But just like the issue of the case of the talents, somebody went to bury his own, somebody did something right with his own. So the will of God can come to your direction and then you mess the fellow up, such that what God gave to you that should be for your own lifting look like a curse, because it has been given to somebody who is not a proper manager. Are you following what I'm saying here? So the relationship is not a one-way journey. You are looking at this individual. It is not a journey of those who are self-seeking. This fellow is heading somewhere in life, and I am seeing this fellow also heading the same direction. After spending 3 years with me, will this fellow become better or worse? What are the things I have that I can contribute, all right, to make what God has called this fellow to more effective? Am I even equipped in that line? That's the third question. That's the fourth question. All right? Am I equipped for the magnitude of his dreams, plans, and ambitions? The kind of dream, the kind of plan, the kind of ambition this fellow is running with. Am I equipped for that size? Because you must understand that some spouses are oversized. There are people, they come around you. You notice that if the weight of what they are called to should be dropped on your head, it's going to be trouble. All right. So what do? You look at them and you have to be honest with yourself. I love you with the love of God, but I'm not sure I have been called into this magnitude of this calling. You get what I'm saying now? As a lady, you notice that God has built something in your heart, and then you are a woman who prefer to walk back under the, behind the scene. Probably as an intercessor or something, right? You notice that you are the one who is to work behind the scene. And here is a young man who said he's called to ministry and then needs a woman who can frontier the assignment. What does that mean? It tells you it is not your job. Listen to me. If you are not called for it, you are not called for it. All right? Not all pastors' wives are necessarily teachers. Kenneth Hagin had a wife, she never held the microphone to teach. Are you following what I'm saying here? And there are pastors who have wives who are teaching, who also teach alongside with them, and then their wives are doing fine. As a matter of fact, there are men who are in business and their wives are pastors, and then they are doing fine. The idea is that the man is equipped for the kind of calling God has called her into. Sometimes the lady has been called to ministry. She wants to marry somebody else who is also a minister, but this minister is not secure enough to handle the weight of her own calling. So what will happen? When he marries her, he puts her under like a light put under the bushel. She'll be manifesting, but nobody can see it. It chokes her with different blackmails and different things. All right. And then the light of every beauty that God has placed in her to light the world up start dying. So it is important that you understand you are a light. The fellow you want to say, yes, I do too. Can this fellow bear the magnitude of that radiance? Is this fellow secure enough to watch me manifest in this light? Many of you are carrying beautiful things. It is important you don't just bury it anywhere. Are you following what I'm saying now? Listen to me. Look at this woman, Joyce Meyer. That woman could not have married a man who is insecure. That man loves administration. He will support her. People praise her and talk about the wife, and then some people may even be so funny to say the man is a dummy, but it takes a strong man to stay behind such a woman. Are you following what I'm saying now? But this is the balance. Many ladies have not been taught that when your crown becomes big, your head must be able to contain it, because if the head swells, the crown will fall. The moment you start touching one level of breakthrough, one level of increase, you become too big to kneel before your husband. All right? And then you look at him and say, are you anointed? Okay, you are anointed, I'm anointed. What's the big deal here? And I say this, when women start walking in rebellion towards their head, they are prone to early death. Some men never manifested in ministry until their wives were taken out of the way. Why? I'm not there to talk about that. Are you following what I'm saying here? So you have to check. You know what God has called you to. It has a size. Shoe get size. What did I say? Shoe get size. Dear young men, you need to understand the call of God upon your life will require a woman who can extend to that demand of sacrifice, so it doesn't weigh them down. So you see now that marrying because of beauty is shooting yourself in the leg. You marry a beautiful weakling. One who can stand the test of time, who can intercede for you.